Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Gifts of Pure Consciousness. Today's episode is about the types of karma. Briefly, I'll be also going around the idea of chasing peace over possessions. I'm your host, your mirror with a mic, and maybe the only one willing to say what you've been avoiding. And I'm also the guy who's going to poke your comfort zone just enough. My name is Utkarsh. I'm going to speak the truth, and truth, my folks, can sting. I put people to shame because they don't work out, they don't think about themselves enough, and then they wonder why they feel drained, empty, and disconnected from peace. By the end of this episode, you'll know what I mean, and I think deep down you'll agree as well. And remember how I bragged about not scripting anything, just hitting record and speaking from the heart? Well, I tried that in episode 2. It took me about 20 minutes just to get through a single take. So I gave up, shut the camera off, and sat down to reflect, write, and then rewire my approach. That's when I realized scripting isn't a limitation, it's a practice, a form of training. Because if I keep doing this over and over again, breaking it down, researching deeply, then showing up to speak the same kind of lingo over and over again, maybe a year from now, I won't even need a script. This is how I'm training my brain, creating new neural pathways, upgrading my awareness, and becoming a version that is a lot better than what it is right now. With every single episode, I'll be better. So let's get into it. Let me ask you something first. Have you ever noticed that you're always thinking, not necessarily being, just thinking? Thinking of what's next, what's missing, what we don't yet have. There's always this low hum in the background. I just need a little more, a bigger room, a better car, that one last thing. Sure, when you get it, it feels really good. It gives you that dopamine hit. But it never usually lasts. Sooner or later, it fades. That new thing, it's just another thing in the house or in your garage. Something else you stop noticing. And I agree that it's not wrong to enjoy nice things, but that's not real peace either. We are actually just getting caught in a loop. Wanting leads to buying, and then buying gives us a high. The high wears off, and the wanting starts again. That's not freedom, that's just survival. Peace, the idea of real peace, cannot be tied to things because things break, they wear out, they change. But peace, it's different. It's a stable internal state. And the good news is you can build it. It just begins with a simple shift in your perspective. Instead of asking, how do I get more? Ask, how do I feel more peace? That one shift can change everything. But here's the truth, peace isn't a temporary escape. It's not a Sunday ritual or a short break from your stress. It's a daily discipline, a conscious practice, devotional one. And it starts with how you live, not just how you rest. Move your body every single day, whether it's yoga, whether it's walking, or it's strength training. Do what brings you back to presence. Your body isn't just for appearances, it's actually an instrument of presence. It carries your energy, it holds your awareness, it feeds your mind with real depth, not just quick scrolls or motivational quotes, but wisdom from books, nature, and silence. And breathe deeply, intentionally. Breathe in a way that brings you into the now. Because if you don't, you'll be constantly tossed around by the outer world. If you don't train your nervous system, you'll always be stuck in reactivity, mistaking survival for peace. Now, let's go a little bit deeper to just get more familiar with this concept. Have you ever thought about why our attention spans are shrinking? Why do we struggle to stay focused or be more present? It's not just because of social media or technology. It's actually emotional overload. It's your nervous system protecting you by tuning out. And this tuning out, this spacing out that happens, it's called dissociation. It's not laziness, it's your brain's way of surviving the pain it cannot process. We disconnect not because we are careless, but because we are carrying too much. Often not just from this life, but from many before it. In yogic philosophy, this is explained through karma. There's prarabdha karma, the karma from past actions that is unfolding in this life, often through the circumstances or even the high conflict people who enter our path. They're not here by accident, they just arrive to challenge us, to reflect something within us, and then ultimately to offer an opportunity for evolution. Then, second one is aprarabdha karma, the karma that hasn't activated yet. It is stored, it's waiting. And the way you live now, whether you meet your life with awareness or avoid it, that part determines whether you burn through that karma or create more. So, yes, your current emotional struggles might not start in childhood, they might start lifetimes ago. But your freedom can start now with your awareness, with your willingness to respond instead of react. So, don't chase peace, train for it, not to bypass your karma, but to complete it with grace. That's spiritual maturity, not escaping pain, but being present with it without being consumed by it. This is why nervous system work is so essential. Because if you don't learn to regulate yourself, you'll keep repeating the same reactions over and over again. And those repeated reactions, they are karma. Eventually, when you do this work, your attachments begin to dissolve. The things that used to trigger you, the patterns that kept you stuck, they begin to fade. You become less reactive, more intentional, more conscious, and you start living from the inside out. When you live that way, you realize something powerful. You're not alone in this. You are actually part of something greater, a deeper intelligence guiding your evolution. And that's the gift of consciousness, pure consciousness. You stop asking, what do I need to do to be happy? Instead, you become peace itself. And from that state, joy follows naturally. This is what happens when you stop chasing possessions, and then instead of chasing possessions, you start choosing peace. Life becomes simpler. You're not constantly searching for the next thing, you're not living from lack, you're living from wholeness. And when you live from that place, answers arise, even to questions you never thought you'll ask. That's the ease that comes when your nervous system is steady, your karma is honored, and your consciousness is awake. So don't just wish for peace, it takes work. Choose it, train for it, and protect it. Because it's not outside of you, it's within you, just waiting to be remembered. That's everything for today. See you again soon. Namaste.